With a big breaking story at this hour, sources have told NDTV that the CBI's supplementary charge sheet in the 2G scam has named A. Raja once again, but this time not for forgery as it had done earlier, but for taking a bribe, and that's a direct charge. But also the big breaking news development here. Karunanidhi's daughter Kanimoyi has been named as a co-conspirator along with Sharad Kumar, another stakeholder in the DMK-run channel Kalaignar TV, which is believed to be one of the principal beneficiaries of 2G scam kickbacks. Well, Asif Balwa of Swan Telecom has also been charged with abetment of bribery. Kareem Morani of Cineyug Films also faces the same charge.
You're right.
Sunetra Chaudhary has been tracking those breaking news developments and joins us now. Sunetra, this was sort of expected. This was something that you had reported to us some time ago, but also the fact that Dayalu Ammal's name has not been placed in that charge sheet. What more can you tell us?
Well, what we can say about it, of course, now, CBI always wants to portray and project that, they have very frank, open discussions with all the officers, the top brass, and then they come to a consensus. And so they're very keen to project that this is the united decision of the CBI. But I can say from my discussions with various officers who I've been speaking to throughout the course of this investigation that perhaps they were not all unanimous on this. There was a section of officials within the CBI who felt that if Kanimoyi as 20% stakeholder had to be charge sheeted, then Dayalu Ammal with 60% had to be charge sheeted as well. Otherwise, too many other questions would be asked. So that was the feeling till late last week. However, we have now heard from our sources that CBI got a lot of legal opinion in on their charge sheet, whether it was sound or not, whether it would hold up in court or not. And they felt they had on two accounts, the CBI has taken this decision not to charge sheet her. What are those two counts? Basically, they are saying, first of all, Dayalu Ammal has not been attending the meetings of Kalaignar TV of late. She hasn't been there. So she can easily plead in court that she wasn't aware of all the decisions of the workings, of any decision to accept money from Swan Telecom through its subsidiaries. She wasn't in the know because she wasn't attending. That's one thing. Second is also the language issue. CBI, this was definitely a consideration that when CBI went to question her as well, they had to have a Tamil speaking person acting as an interpreter because she didn't know English or Hindi that well to be able to communicate with them. So that's what CBI is saying as well, that the whole thing of her being part of this because of a language problem, would she be actually that involved in this entire conspiracy? So that is why they've taken a decision now, the top brass has cleared it, not to charge sheet her, and that's why they're on there with that, the charge sheet's on its way. But if you look at the other thing, so that in a way could be seen as a breather to the DMK. But if you look at the charge sheet against Karunanidhi's daughter Kanimoyi, that's really serious. Both she and Sharad Kumar have been named as conspirators. That's the same charge that CBI has pushed against A. Raja as well in this thing. A. Raja has been charged with conspiracy and abetment. He's been charged with taking a bribe. And Kanimoyi, according to the CBI's charge sheet, was in the know that she basically conspired with A. Raja to arrange for this payoff to be made to Kalaignar TV. Those are serious charges. And as you said, the other people are, of course, who've been named in the charge sheet are the people who were basically conduits in getting the money across. So you have Kareem Morani of Cineyug Films. He's been named as abetment to bribery. Asif Balwa, that's Shahid Balwa's brother, he's already under arrest. Rajiv Agarwal, he's also another official of Kusegaon Realty working with Asif Balwa. All these people, CBI is saying they were the ones who organized for that loan, for that 214 crores to be given from Swan Telecom, making its way through subsidiary companies into Kalaignar TV. Now, this is something, of course, that Kalaignar TV officials and Kanimoyi has been rejecting. She said that very clearly that, it was a loan and it's been paid back with interest. Kanimoi has also told us told NDTV in previous interviews that she wasn't that involved in Kalaignar TV's work. But obviously, it seems while CBI has bought that argument from Dayalu Ammal, because they've said that she wasn't attending meetings, they haven't been willing to buy that argument from Kanimoi, which is why she has been charge sheeted. So now we just have to wait and see how the court takes cognizance of this, what they decide to do with this new evidence, with this new stance that the CBI has taken. Also, just to add for you that CBI will also be charge sheeting all the companies that have been involved in passing on the money. So Kusegaon Realty, Cineyug, all of these companies will also be charge sheeted. But also what's a surprise is that CBI is really breaking up all its charges. Raja being named as an accused yet again in this charge sheet as well. So while the first charge sheet which we saw on the 2nd of April, while that looked into Raja's conspiracy of giving and favoring certain people, this one looks at how Raja accepted a bribe for that. So it's part of that same case, but this is looking into the bribery aspect. The previous one looked at how he actually favored his selected few.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.